All right, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for this CBS News Miami Solar Eclipse Stream Special. No need to adjust your television sets. That dark screen is because we are taking a live look at Dallas, Texas, where the people who have gathered are officially experiencing totality. Complete coverage of the sun. Looks like nighttime there. We're going to be taking live looks all over the country as the path of totality continues to proceed throughout the country and darkness falls all over North America. Here in South Florida, though, it's going to be a little bit different. We're not going to get the full experience because we're just going to be getting a partial eclipse in just a few minutes. So you're picked the right place at the right time to get a view. This looks like another location we're starting to see, actually, I believe this might still be Dallas, where the sun is starting to peek back out. You see it there, Ivan, on the right side of the screen, so it looks like we are getting much closer. But we want to bring you here live now to our CBS News Miami studios. I'm Lauren Pastrana, and we are so excited to be here with you today.
Absolutely. We are not going to get, the whole deal, the whole total eclipse here. We are hoping to get the partial eclipse, and I mean hoping because we got some clouds up above. We can't time that out perfectly, but we've had some breaks in the clouds. So hopefully, by the time we get to totality, for us, partial eclipse totality will be at 3:01 p.m. So we're looking good, and we are all over this here. We have our next weather team of meteorologists fanned out across South Florida, as well as reporters taking you to many locations so you can see exactly their vantage point from what will be this amazing celestial event, clouds permitting, in just a few minutes.
All right, I see Anna McAllister there live in Coconut Creek. Looks to be some kids behind her on the bleachers. I see them pointing up at the sky, probably saying, "Move, clouds, get out of the way." We want to see a better view of this partial solar eclipse. Again, other parts are going to be experiencing totality throughout the United States. We've got Dave Warren in Sunrise, and Casey Sherman is in downtown Miami at the Frost Museum once again. Next weather chief meteorologist Ivan Cabrera and I are here outside of our CBS News Miami studios. You're going to see me fixing my hair a bit because it is windy and it is cloudy, but this is the look right now in Arkansas. Ivan, what a cool shot in Arkansas right now.
That is when, everybody just starts getting so excited, jumping up and down. The crickets start chirping. The temperature drops because when you have a total eclipse like that and the entire sun is covered by the moon, that is when we're talking about, just an amazing view. You get to see the sun's corona and just the temperature drop along with everybody just experiencing the same thing is so cool. So we are coming up on a 2:47 here. So I want to show you a version, of what we're about to see in an augmented reality kind of deal. That is not the sun, that is not the moon. But check this out, Lauren. So by the time we get into 2:50, that's the way things are going to look. And you see a little break up there in the clouds as well. This is now 2:55, and as we take you into the peak of our partial eclipse, that's going to be at 3:01, and it's at that point, Lauren, that 46% of the sun's disk will be covered by the moon, and that is cool. And of course, after that, things will begin to wind down. But we should get a good, 4 minutes of this partial eclipse, which will just look like, what did we say, a mouse taking a...
a mouse taking a bite of the cheese. In my preference, someone eating a bite of the cookie. I would never leave half of a cookie behind, but 41%, 45% is what we're going to be getting here today.
So that's the fake sun. As we're talking, though, you can see the breaks in the clouds. So, these are going to be intermittent and be coming in and out. So hopefully we can time this. So at least during the partial eclipse peak for us at 3:01, we'll get a little bit of it as well. All right, let's take a look at live pictures across South Florida and see how everybody's getting ready for the big event, despite the fact that, it won't be, a total eclipse here, which we'll talk about more in a little bit, so I can tell you my experience going up in Georgia. But there you see, that's pretty cool. Now, not everybody's getting the clouds we are here in Doral at our studios. Downtown Miami, you saw lots of sunshine out there. Casey was getting some sun. Kind of looks a little eerie there with the clouds coming through.
Kind of spooky.
And of course, you don't want to forget your...
But it doesn't look that dark in person right now. The shot looks a little bit dark because of the mix of the sun and then the moon and then the clouds. There we go. The clouds are moved out of the way, Ivan. Check it out.
It has. And
there we go.
I mean, that's neat, right? So we're just about 10, 11 minutes away from our 46%. Now, here's the deal. You're not going to experience, despite the fact that almost half the sun's covered, you're not going to get all of a sudden, skies that turn dark. So you really have to be in 100% totality to get that obscuration, to get that, that kind of like gray look to the sky, which we've been showing you across the country. I'm going to take a little peek up. Please do not forget these.
Yes, even though we're not in totality, make sure you still need these anytime you want to look at the sun. You should never look directly. Wow, we got a break in the clouds. Let's see.
That's so cool.
All right.
That's awesome.
Wow, it's so great to see that the clouds have moved out of the way, although when you're looking at it, you can see some clouds coming back over it now, but still quite a sight to see, and it's only going to get better from here. But again, as Ivan mentioned, got to keep those glasses handy.
Got to keep the glasses handy, and we've been talking about that, just all the locations in South Florida, and hopefully we're getting a lot of these breaks. Do we have pictures from sunrise? That is where we want to go, because we're talking about this, it's peaking at 3:01, but to me, it's already a show as we looked up. Dave Warren, how is your crowd out there in sunrise?
Hey, we have sunshine here, just a few clouds, but the crowd is here as well. They've been lined up since about 1 o'clock, before this event even started, and it goes all the way down to the dog park. This is the Fox Observatory. This is right at where you come into Markham Park, you make a left. They're waiting. They get through that gate there, and then they come over here. And now inside there, we have two big scopes, two giant ones here. So they're taking a look. They have filters on them and everything. They're taking a look. They've been here all morning. They have to wait sometimes for a cloud to go by, but overall, it looks pretty good. They're waiting. They're getting a good view. In the meantime, bright sunshine here, just a few passing clouds. Now over this way, aside from the two big scopes they have inside, I have a lot of volunteers here who come out with their individual telescopes, and they set up. They talk with the kids. They take a look, and this is just one of the many views that we're seeing here. So filters are on them. How's it look? Good? Excellent. Very good.
Don't say anything. It's going to be cloudy.
Don't say anything. The clouds might come by. But yeah, the kids are waiting. They're looking pretty good. They come on in, take a look. It's pretty orderly. How's it been going so far? Good? Good? We're
How are you?
CBS News Miami. Oh, I'm behaving. Of course. Is the weather behaving?
Shh. Don't say nothing.
That's right. What do you have here?
We have a Coronado Solar Telescope. This is a special telescope only for solar activity.
And we have a little activity today.
Yes, we do.
You can feel it. It's gotten a little cooler.
No.
No? I feel it.
No, you don't.
I feel it. It's all in my head. It's all in my head.
Completely in your head.
Yeah. So
next,
a lot of
please.
views coming out here. Come on, they're coming in through here, and that's what they're waiting to come in through. And that's what they're coming in to wait here. So they've been here. They'll continue to do so. Again, we're just a few minutes away from the maximum eclipse here, but this is what it's like here at Markham Park in sunrise. But right now, in downtown Miami, I want to see what Casey Sherman is up to. Casey.
Good afternoon, Dave. Welcome to Night Plaza. This is at the Frost Science Museum, where it's been a full day of festivities. Things kicked off at noon today, and crowds have been kind of filtering in and out. There's been activities surrounding the eclipse, comedy skits. There's been several kind of hands-on events, and now the crowd is here standing out in Night Plaza, and it's all about viewing the eclipse. I will say we have had some clouds kind of passing in and out, but man, when the sunshine comes out, you hear the cheers, you hear people saying, "Oh my goodness, look at that!" So the clouds, kind of the waiting back and forth, almost adds to some of the anticipation. It's been really, really fun out here. They've also got several resources, one of those being a telescope that they actually have set up in the back there. There's a line. Everyone can view the telescope after you get to the start of that line, which is a really cool resource that they have here at the Frost Science Museum. I'm sure that is quite the spectacle to see. But for those that even aren't using the telescope, I mean, we've had a really great view here out at Night Plaza when the sunshine comes out. It looks like everyone's been pretty much heeding the warning too when it comes to those solar eclipse glasses. You can see everyone looking up at the sky using those appropriate glasses. So good to see that at the moment with the sunshine out. A couple clouds now moving in, but we've had some nice breaks here. I've talked to people, not just in Miami, by the way. We've had international folks from London to, I've talked to people from Australia that are here in Miami viewing this event, areas like Canada as well. So everyone's out here kind of enjoying their time, describing what it looks like. I've heard a banana, looks like a banana from some kids. I've heard it looks like a bite out of a cookie, and overall just kind of a lot of fun descriptive words to describe what is such a cool spectacle here, as we're now getting closer, of course, to that maximum eclipse, which is going to be at 3:01 in the afternoon. So a very fun afternoon here. We are awaiting that maximum eclipse here at the Frost Science Museum. Overall, very fun day. Lauren and Ivan.
All right, Casey Sherman live for us in downtown Miami. The Frost Science Museum, always a fun field trip for the kiddos, but looks like kids and adults are certainly having their fair share of fun there at the museum there today. Maybe a good reason to have left school a little bit early to see this through the telescope.
They're getting a lot of sunshine there, too. I'm a little bit jealous here.
We got the clouds.
We've got our breaks. A few clouds are coming in. But so let me tell you, this thing is over Little Rock, Arkansas right now. That's the totality. When the totality gets to Carbondale, Illinois, that's when we're going to have our maximum partial eclipse at 3:01. So there you go. I'm a little jealous of the path of totality. I'll tell you more about my experience, but I tell you what, even the partial is so cool to take a look at when we get these breaks coming in and out.
I'm not sure if we're coming up on our own break right now that we have to take because we want to make sure that we are ready to go at 3:01. But I do want to ask Ivan to sort of explain, if you can, the science about it, because as I've been looking at all the fun facts and figures about the eclipse, the number 400 is key here, right? Explain that to our viewers.
So 400, and that's why the sun and the moon appear to be the same size in our sky, because the sun is 400 times larger and 400 times the distance away from Earth. And so if it weren't for that, we would never get these eclipses. It just wouldn't match up, and that's why no other terrestrial planet in our solar system can do this except here on Earth, and that is just an incredible sight here underway. A lot of places that were going to be clouded over, by the way, have broken out into sunshine. We're getting a little piece of that as well. Where are we here? Where is this?
We do know that the areas that are experiencing totality, we are in Texas right now. Junction, Texas is the live shot that we are getting right now from the observatory there. It looks like they're dealing with some clouds. I remember reading the forecast about Texas that we might be dealing with some cloud coverage in Texas, Ivan.
Yeah, so they're getting out of the eclipse there. What you're seeing there is post-total eclipse. It's moving through Arkansas right now, and this is going to be over the United States for only an hour, the path of totality. So in about an hour, this thing will be over Canada, and it'll be over. So we're coming up on, what, 5 minutes here for our maximum partial eclipse at 3:01. That's going to be 46%, and I can't wait. And we're going to do that in just a few minutes.
That's right. We got to take a break first. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Welcome back to our CBS News Miami Solar Eclipse Stream Special. I'm Lauren Pastrana, joined by our next weather chief meteorologist, Ivan Cabrera. And right now we were taking a live pic at Zoo Miami, where the flamingos don't seem to be fazed very much by the eclipse at this time.
Do they have like little mini flamingo glasses? I'm trying to see.
Don't look directly at the sun, flamingos.
First.
Absolutely.
No, they're smarter than us. They don't look directly. But I tell you what, there's a little bit of sunshine there, and the sun is scattered all about South Florida. It's just these kind of passing clouds, and the timing of it. I'm happy. I got to see it. It was like about 40%. We're going to peak at 46% coming up in just a a couple of minutes here,
not
right?
Even.
Yeah, not
We're
even.
20 seconds away. I keep looking at my watch. If you see me looking at the watch, I'm looking directly at 3:00 and 40 seconds right now. So this is the time
because
we put on the glasses, even though it's cloudy, because you never know. The clouds might move in that moment. So now is the time to take a peek at your screen. Right now, though, unfortunately, it looks like that. It looks like the shot is wrong because it's completely covered up. But that's because we got the clouds and we got the moon there. Now it looks like we're taking another angle, not the direct shot there. But this is the time for the peak coverage of the sun. I'm going to go ahead and put my glasses on and take a peek myself and look up just to see.
I think.
Right now, Ivan, I'm still seeing lots of cloud. I don't see anything. If you have these glasses,
it's coming out like within a
there we
minute,
go.
Right there in the middle.
It's starting to peak
it's coming out.
There
it is.
There we go.
Oh
it is starting to come out. The clouds are moving at just the perfect time.
Wow.
And now the clouds are back.
Okay.
It's just like that. But that's kind of indicative of what a total solar eclipse is anyways. It goes very quickly. You've experienced totality before. What was that like?
This is what I was referring to. So our peak is carbon. Oh my gosh, look at that.
Stunning.
That is a total solar eclipse in Carbondale, Illinois right now. 100% totality. That is incredible. You see the sun's corona. We never get to see that because it's just too bright. And so that is amazing.
We got people cheering here in the CBS News Miami studios because the clouds keep going in and out and it's giving us a better view. Let's take a look at our camera out here in Doral once again. You can see the clouds moving out of the way, and you feel the warmth too once those clouds
coming in
move.
and out, right?
It gets a little bit warmer here.
Looks like a
because the
crescent
clouds have
moon now.
moved.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Wow. Just
Love
an
it.
absolutely stunning experience.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, absolutely great that we were able to experience that. We've got some live pictures in downtown Miami right now. That's where our Casey Sherman is at the Frost Museum, where all the kids, no doubt, are having a great time checking out the shot. I'm not sure if this is her shot or if this is still our shot here in Doral. Hopefully they're getting a better view in downtown Miami. We'll check in with her in just a minute. But Ivan, you were saying that in 2017, which was the last total solar eclipse that went over North America in the United States, you experienced totality, right?
I experienced totality. It was just an unbelievable experience. But there we are. Is this downtown? Yeah. Everybody's looking up. I see some shadows. You got to get those glasses on, though. Be careful.
Yeah, got to keep those glasses on. I see some people trying to take pictures, putting the glasses in front of the camera of their phone so they can get a shot of it, because that's really the only way you're going to be experiencing it. So just be careful out there if you do plan to go out, because you might be looking up thinking it's cloudy, no problem, but just like we saw in a moment, that cloud can move out and you can get a much better view. Once again, we were looking at, I believe, Carbondale, Illinois.
Isn't that amazing?
And it just looks absolutely gorgeous right there. That the corona, the halo of the sun behind the moon is just spectacular.
And there's what we call the silver ring. They're coming out of totality. That is incredible. Our pictures, though, not too bad at all, not too shabby as the clouds move in and out. We want to check in with Alan McAllister. She is at Lions Creek Middle School in Coconut Creek. How is the view there, Anna?
Hey guys, it's been absolutely amazing. We have our eyes on the eclipse. Of course, we got our glasses too. We're staying safe. But this is Miss Johnson's class. Can we say hey, guys? Hey! They've been watching this all afternoon. Now we're going to catch up. Lucas, tell me a little bit about how this has been for you.
Oh, it's been amazing since the start and the end. The moon has reached almost its 46% of the eclipse, and right now it looks really cool.
And Chase, tell me, how are you feeling today? What's it been like?
Today it's been great. It's been kind of different because you never really see this really often. So I'm just taking it in, looking up, and writing observations when I can.
And tell me, what does it look like? What does the sun look like right now?
It looks like a giant banana, because since it's covered.
Gotcha. And Lucas, tell me, what's been your favorite part about the whole day?
Writing the observations and looking through, see what the phase has been.
It's just been absolutely incredible just watching these kids. A lot of them tell me that they want to get into STEM careers later on in life. They say that they've been waiting all day long, all week long, really, all month long, just to take a look at this. And now I want to check in with Miss Johnson. Miss Johnson, how are you doing today?
I'm so excited. We have almost reached 46%. I couldn't be more thrilled. This has been an amazing day. I'm so excited to be here.
And how's it been like just experiencing this with your class?
I have chills just thinking about it. Like, we have some teachers that went to see the eclipse in its totality, and some of my kids were like, why didn't you go, Miss Johnson? And I was like, I could go there. It's so much more exciting to experience it with that. They're so excited. We've been talking about it all week, like you said. I've been prepping them for what to expect. So they have some good breadth of knowledge of what's happening today. And as you can tell, they're just thrilled. Even just to write down observations, they're excited.
And what have you noticed? I mean, I kind of noticed it's getting a little bit colder. You're talking about the shadows. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so when we experience a total eclipse and it's a totality, you will see the sky. It looks like a sunset. It's incredible. But here, because we're only experiencing 46%, I have asked them to make observations about what's happening around them. So it's become a little bit dimmer. The wind obviously is making it a lot cooler outside, but they are noticing the temperature changes as well. But like I said before, if it's a total eclipse, you can really experience those in real extremes. It's amazing.
But, I mean, 46%, it's still pretty cool.
Hey, 46 is better than 0%, right? I'll take 46% all day. And this event is once in a lifetime opportunity for some of these kids. The last eclipse we had was in 2017, and these kids were in first grade. So for them to grow up and to be able to experience this with me today is amazing. So in 6th grade, we teach Earth and space curriculum. So one of our benchmarks is actually studying solar and lunar eclipses. So how amazing is it to have an opportunity to learn this in real time? It's incredible.
Absolutely incredible. Yeah. Thank you so much, Miss Johnson. Thank you guys so much. Woo! It's been absolutely incredible here at Lions Creek Middle School. I want to toss it back to you guys.
All right, Anna McAllister live for us in Coconut Creek. Thank you so much. And Ivan is taking a peek up at the sky right now because we just heard our colleagues here at CBS News Miami start cheering. So I think that must have been a great view, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And pictures from Indianapolis, just incredible. I'm just watching it here on the NASA Explorer. They're right over Indianapolis. And a lot of these places, thankfully, have cleared out, and they're getting the entire show. But tell you what, it's so cool to see the kids there. I was in Miami when I was 9 years old, and we had a partial solar eclipse. Life-changing stuff, and we'll talk a little bit more about my experience with the total solar eclipse back in 2017. But there you see live pictures from Indianapolis, and we'll have more from our coverage here of our partial solar eclipse in South Florida.
We'll be right back. Welcome back to our CBS News Miami Solar Eclipse Stream Special. I'm Lauren Pastrana, joined by Next Weather Chief Meteorologist Ivan Cabrera, and right now you are taking a live look at Indianapolis, where they are currently experiencing, it looks like totality. I don't know if maybe it's starting to peak out.
There's the silver ring. So we call it the silver ring. That's when they're, about to come out of, that's about 99%, which is why, you really need 100% to be able to get the whole experience where everything's kind of blacked out. If you just get a little sliver, the sun's rays are so powerful, that visible light, that even at 99%, it just really doesn't change much on the ground, except people getting very excited.
And taking a live look. So it has already passed. This live picture is from Texas Junction, Texas. So it's already past this area. So now it's the reverse.
Right.
What was covered up before, now the other half is being covered up as it makes its way. And a moment ago, you just used the word, it's so fleeting. And it really is. This is quick.
Quick, 1 hour over, the continual US 48 here. And then it's going to head up to Canada. It's going to be moving up towards Cleveland and then Niagara Falls. That would be an amazing shot there.
Niagara Falls with the darkness at that moment must be incredible. And I've been looking over the last week. We've got Indianapolis, you mentioned Niagara Falls, even small towns across the heartland of the United States where suddenly people from all over the country have flocked because they wanted to experience that totality for the first time. I have never experienced totality, but you have. What is that like?
Yeah, so, it really starts on the highway. I mean, it's just a huge traffic jam. I looked at it, I saw it and experienced it in North Georgia in 2017, and the traffic jam, I thought I was going to miss it because there were so many people. And that was inspiring because it's like all these people are going to this one event to share this one experience. And once it really hits totality, the excitement just builds. You heard our crew out here screaming for 46%. Imagine the entire sky just going black for a few minutes, and then what I wasn't expecting, so you get this 360-degree horizon of twilight. Could be dusk or dawn. That was something. The crickets start doing their thing. You hear crickets, you hear birds. Everybody's confused. The temperature really does drop. Not like a cloud's over it, but a significant drop in temperature, and everybody just starts screaming. There was a proposal.
Wow.
Where I was there, I mean, it's that kind of event where it's like a championship for your favorite team, and everybody's in it together, and everybody's rooting for the same thing. And it was more emotional of an experience than I ever thought. I was going up as the scientist taking a look at the total solar eclipse, and I came out of it almost in tears. It was just that kind of a powerful event.
Incredible. And this was in 2017. Now we're in 2024, once again talking about a total solar eclipse. But this isn't something that happens so infrequently. It happens. We just don't see it most of the time because it happens over open ocean. What's rare right now is that it's happening over land and over the contiguous United States.
That? Oh my gosh! So where are we? We're somewhere where it's going to be total. That's what we've been showing you throughout the entire event. This is Cleveland, as I was talking about a little bit earlier. And yeah, absolutely, it is one of those just incredible experiences that you get to see. And you're absolutely right, Lauren. A lot of times this happens over the ocean. Nobody finds out except maybe you're on a boat. And the next one, we were talking to those kids, so hopefully getting in those STEM programs. They're going to see it when they're in their mid to late 20s. That's what we're talking about here. North America 2044 will be the next total solar eclipse. if you want to experience one, you can go. I'm planning a trip to Spain in 2026. That's the next one, and that is going to be amazing. So I think I'm going to turn into one of these the solar eclipse tourists and just
very, very
chase them around the
cool.
world.
Travel the world. But look, you don't have to go far. Man, we just had a great shot here. You can kind of make out the sun in our shot. This is a live look from our Doral studios right now as the partial solar eclipse begins to wind down. Again, we had that peak for our coverage between 3:01, 3:05 or so, but we did have a lot of cloud cover. We do have our glasses handy in case the clouds move out of the way once again so we can get a better pick. Ivan is taking a look. There we go. Let me put my glasses before I look directly up.
It's still pretty cool.
It's still.
We're getting the clearest skies we've had the entire. There it is. Nice. That is cool stuff. So yeah, within the next 15 minutes or so, we're going to start just seeing a little bit of a sliver, and then we'll be.
All right. Well, I just want to say, incredible experience out here with Ivan Cabrera, our chief meteorologist here at CBS News Miami. It's so fun to see all of our colleagues come out. I hope everyone who was watching us on the stream was able to take their devices outside and put their glasses. Yep. Keep watching us on the stream, but be able to look up and enjoy this experience all across South Florida. Thank you so much for joining us for this half hour in our South Florida Solar Eclipse special on CBS News Miami. Again, you can find us 24/7 on the CBS News Miami stream. You can also find us at CBSNewsMiami.com and, of course, on air at CBS News Miami starting at 5 p.m. Have a great day.